All right, hello everyone. I think we're live. Welcome if you're here already, and my name is Jacob Warren. I'm a bass player from Ann Arbor, Michigan. I'm really honored to be doing this for the ARC. The ARC has been a really special place for me, having grown up in Ann Arbor. I've been playing there, I think, since around 2013. My first show was with Stan Slomovitz and Emily Slomovitz. A lot of Ann Arborites will know that Stan is one of the members of Gemini. And yeah, I've just been playing there ever since and really loved it, and I'm super bummed that I haven't been able to go there recently. So happy to be doing this for you guys. So yeah, so today is going to be just solo double bass and kind of all the different styles and genres that I really like to play. So I'm going to start off with a fiddle tune. This one comes from Missouri, and it's called Dry and Dusty. thank you. Pull up some comments here, see what people are saying. Oh man. Okay. All right. Well, thank you all so much for being here and for listening. You may have noticed that in the ARC, or in the comments, the ARC has put down a little tip jar, and everything you give tonight is going to go to help support the ARC and the artists that are playing here. So if you're able, please give some to that. Let's see. Let's see who's here. Hi, Gloria. Ah, hello, Claire. Nice to see you guys. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions or anything you want to know about what I'm doing, or want to request anything, send it through to the comments. I think I'm going to be able to see them. We're streaming to multiple platforms, and I think I got all the comments. So wherever you are, I should be able to respond. Yeah, so we're going to keep going. I think what I'm going to do next is a tune that I wrote. This is actually way back, I think, at the end of undergrad. So for those of you who are bass players, if there are any bass players here, you may have noticed that my tuning is not really standard tuning. So for normal bass, you have G, D, A, E, high to low. And what I'm doing is what some people call Edgar tuning, after Edgar Meyer, the bass player. It has 3 solo strings on the top and the same low E. So that basically means that I've got an A string, so a whole step higher, then an E string and a B string, and then my E string. So I was experimenting with this tuning back kind of in undergrad, and I strung up one of my secondary basses in it and was messing around, and this tune kind of came out, and I called it Mayfly. So here it is. All right. Well, thank you all. Who else we got here? Diana, hello. And Michael. Oh, thanks, Michael. Thank you very much. All right. We're just going to keep going with the tunes here. So, let's see. Why don't we switch back? We're going to do another American fiddle tune. This next tune is actually one of my favorite tunes. One of my favorite waltzes. It's called Pick Waltz, which I believe is, it means snowy owl, and it comes from Canada. really think that tune is just so wonderful. Really, really amazing. All right. Well, I'm really lucky that I have my wonderful girlfriend Zoe Hightower here running tech for me, and we're also going to do a couple of duets throughout the evening. So we've been working up these Bartok Duos, which are originally written for 2 violins. And if you don't know Bartok is a Hungarian classical composer, and he's really famous for kind of taking folk music traditions of Eastern Europe and writing pieces based on those folk musics, but also incorporating a little bit more of modern classical harmonies with what he's doing. So he wrote this series of 44 duets. Don't worry, we're not going to play you all of them. We've selected ones we like and we think fit our instrumentation. But I think what we're going to do, excuse me, I've got to move the mic here, so it's going to sound a little bad for a second. All right, so I think what we're going to do is play a few, like 4 of them up front here, and then I'm going to play some more, and we'll kind of finish off later on in the set with some more. So, all right, you good? Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to get tuned here. Yep. While we're tuning, let's take a look at these comments. Oh, thanks, Anya. Good to see you there. Diana says, play all 44. Yeah, we might be here a while, and you wouldn't like that because we haven't looked at a lot of them.
It'll be a sight reading.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, again, if you have any questions or just want to say something, feel free to put it in the chat. I've got feeds to all the places that we're streaming right now, so check it out. All right, so we're going to start with number 2, oddly enough. This one is just called Dance.
Perfect. This one's Midsummer Night Song. This one is Ruthenian song, and it's my understanding that Ruthenia is a very old word for Ukraine, Belarus, that kind of area of the world.
And the last one we're going to do in this little set for you is called Cushion Dance. Nice. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, good fun. All right, so Zoe will be back and we'll do a few more of those. Let me just get re-engineered here. While I'm doing this, I want to say I see a lot of familiar faces in the chat, but I also have some unfamiliar faces. So just a little bit about me. I'm actually local to Ann Arbor. I've actually been here basically my whole life. I grew up in South Lyon, but I went to school, for those who know Ann Arbor, I went to school at the Rudolph Steiner School, and then I did my undergrad and 2 master's degrees at U of M. And my undergrad was actually in classical double bass performance, and then my master's was in improvisation and chamber music. So yeah, let's see what some people are saying here. All right. I've got some comments. Oh, Julian. Good to see ya. Jim, Joni, nice to see you guys. Wow. All right. Anyways, we're going to keep on moving. Oh, yeah, okay. So, quarantine. I found myself at the beginning of quarantine kind of wondering what I wanted to work on. And I have this secondary bass that I've kind of been doing nothing with, and as I kind of alluded to before, I really love to mess around with tunings. So there's actually a tuning scheme for double bass called high C tuning, which is basically where a bassist will replace the top string of the instrument with something that's a fourth higher than normal tuning, and just kind of get rid of the low string. And it's a really interesting sound because it kind of makes the bass more close to a cello in register. So I borrowed some strings from my undergrad teacher, Professor Diana Gannett, and I've been testing them out, and I've kind of been messing around with different tunings in a high C tuning. So for music nerds out there, this one that I'm using is C, E, A, C, which is basically just a first inversion A minor chord. And I kind of was starting at the beginning of quarantine to combine using this tuning with a technique on the bass called Harp Harmonics, which is where you place your thumb on the string and pluck with another finger and get this kind of like kalimba-like sound. And the cool thing about them is that you can play multiple at the same time. So you can get chords, that kind of stuff. And so, as I was messing around with this, it was getting to be Mother's Day, and so I decided I wanted to write a tune for my mom using this tuning. And so I named this one after her. It's called Leanne Marie. Thanks, Kathy. All right, let's see. So I'm going to tune this bass because later on I'm going to do a little something else on it in different tuning. Sit for a second and figure itself out. Okay. So again, if you're just joining us, the ARC has been posting in the comments a link to the virtual tip jar, and all the proceeds collected tonight are going to go to support the ARC and to support me. So if you guys are able to donate anything, please do so. The ARC is such an important part of what makes Ann Arbor great, and it's really, really sad that we can't be there right now, and we just need to help them get through this. So whatever you can do would be really appreciated. Let's see what else is on my set list here. Yes, okay. So if you haven't already guessed, I really like to explore a bunch of different genres. And one genre that I've been kind of obsessed with for the past few years is Swedish fiddling traditions, and particularly a band called Väsen. If you don't know Väsen, really go check them out. It's spelled V-A-S-E-N with an umlaut over the A, although you don't need that to find them. Just an amazing group, trio, that plays just some of the coolest tunes in existence. So I'm going to do one of their tunes. This is off a record, and I remember a couple years ago I got really obsessed with this record and just transcribed every single tune on it. This one's called Scrapplin' Schottish. my dad, has shared the link to the Vesson website. Definitely click on that. Check that out. Check that out for sure. So the next tune I'm going to do is also in the Swedish vein, but this is a more modern tune. I actually learned it off of, well, some of you guys may know this record, the duo record that Laurel Primo of Red Tail Ring did with a nickel harpa player from Sweden. And the name of this tune is, I believe, Tajit. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but it means train. And one of the really cool things about Swedish tunes is just how many parts they can have. You know, a normal standard American tune is mostly going to be like 2, sometimes 3 parts. Swedish tune kind of has, can have 5, 6 parts, and this one is kind of one of those that has a bunch of parts. And I just really love it. So this is Tajit. All right, Tajit. All right, let's see what people are saying. Decaf coffee and beautiful bass playing. What an awesome Monday night. Excellent. Glad you're enjoying some bass. Let's see. Oh yes, so Stephen Eric Simon is here. He's pointing out something that I haven't quite mentioned yet. So I'm from Ann Arbor. I actually do some solo playing, but my main playing is actually with a couple of different groups. One of them is called Westbound Situation, and that's a 4-piece project, and we've got a record that just came out last year called Pilot. So if you're interested, you can go check that out. You can just search Westbound Situation, look for our Bandcamp, and you can check out that record. Yeah, and then the other group that I play with is with the fiddle player from Westbound Situation. We have a duo project called Warren and Flick, and we also released a record around the same time as Westbound last year called Kestrel. So if you're interested in that one, you can go check it out. If you don't want to just buy the record, we also have it available on Spotify and all your regular streaming platforms. All right, so let's see what we got next. All right, I think I might do one more waltz, and then we're going to get Zoe back up here to do some more Bartok. I'm going to pop over too, because I've got another... Oh, hello, Mrs. Brown. Nice to see you here. Got another comment stream running on my watch party. I want to make sure I see all these people. Stephanie and Brandon. Wow, good to see you guys. Nate, good to see you. All right, so yeah, so I'm gonna do another American tune. This one is called "The Blackest Crow." Kelly, thanks. Yeah, that is such a beautiful tune, too. All right, why don't we get some more Bartok going here? Ah, Auntie Sandy, hello. Hello, hello. Ah, Betty Primo is here. I hope you were here when I played one of Laurel's tunes off her record. Sorry if you missed that one. All right, so for those of you who weren't here before, this is my girlfriend, Zoe Hightower. She's going to be doing some more Bartok duets with me. We did a few kind of at the top of the set. Now we're going to do a few more. So as I was saying before, just a quick recap. Bartok is a classical composer who's known for incorporating styles of Eastern European folk music into his writing, along with some more progressive classical harmonies. And these are some duets that were originally written for two violinists, and we were kind of translating them for violin and bass. Easy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so this first one we're going to do is called Fairy Tale. I'm going to check A's really quickly, actually. Kelly says, I thought you were saying bar talk at first. Yes, no, bar talk. Google it. I'm not going to be able to type it. It's got some non-English characters. Oh, there we go. Can we see that? Let's see if I get it right up to the camera. Oh, I'm covering it up. There you go. Bartok, like that. Bela Bartok.
Yeah, he was famous for roaming around Eastern Europe and meeting and playing with and getting to know a lot of folk musicians, and he just fell in love with it and kind of joined it into his original voice and his original music.
All right, so this next one we're going to do is actually very summer season appropriate. It's called Mosquito Dance. And kind of a funny story about it. When we first started looking at it, we were kind of practicing late, so we were outside at the music school around here, and we're getting eaten by mosquitoes while trying to practice this song.
I have like 10 bites to prove it. So we earned our mosquito dance.
All right, here we go.
All right, let's see you at the end. All right, and the last one we're going to do for you guys is actually my personal favorite. It's called Dance from Marmarouche. Yay. That was fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, if you're all wondering where Zoe disappears to when she kind of goes this way, we've got in the corner with a little tech station, and that's why we're getting all these camera angle changes. All right. Well, thank you guys so much again for coming out and listening to some solo double bass. And thanks to the ARC for actually supporting a show of solo double bass. That doesn't happen very often. And I'm always excited when it does. So, let's see. I'm going to switch back over to my other bass. Give me a sec because I got to get this one in tune now. So, yeah, we were talking before about tuning. So this tuning is based on that high C tuning again, but it's a little different. So let's see, this bass here is actually in C, G, F, C, which is a very odd thing. And I wrote this tune, I think 2 months ago now in June, for a little bass workshop I was participating in, and made a video of it with my good friend Grant, who's the other member of the duo Warren and Flick. And yeah, so we put together a video of this tune, and I actually recently entered it in an online bass video competition called the International Sperger Double Bass Competition Quarantine Challenge, and we actually won first prize in one of the categories. It's really kind of a cool thing that this competition has been doing for the bass world, because they couldn't have the competition this year. They just had a little for fun. Send in your best bass videos, and we'll kind of go through them and choose some of the ones we really like and put them up there on their website. So you should go check that out, because if you're really into double bass, you're gonna love all of those videos, and it's really worth watching. So the tune that I did is actually called Cottonwood. It's one I wrote, and normally I'd be playing with Grant, but I decided tonight I would just do a little solo version for you guys. So this is the solo version of Cottonwood. Let's see if I remember how to play in this tuning. thank you guys all so much. Oh, thanks, Steven. I know Steven's been, we've been doing some Warren and Flick and Westbound live streams, and he's been asking for us to play Cottonwood, but I haven't brought my other bass along yet, so yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Oh, Dave Reed, very nice to see you. Yeah. Mark, thanks so much. Yeah. Oh, Julian, thank you so much. Yeah, CGFC is the tuning. Kind of an odd one, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm also working on a version of the Gavots from the 6 cello suite in that tuning, which I'm hoping to put out at some point. It's just really, really fun. Someone was asking, could I slap the bass? I could slap the bass, but I'm not going to. All right, so I think I'm going to finish up with one more tune here. Again, thank you so much to the ARC for having me. This has been a real blast. And if you guys can, please check out the donation link. It helps support both the ARC and myself during these times where shows aren't really happening like they usually are. And I, for one, am so excited to be getting back in there to play at the ARC and just to listen to all the wonderful shows that they always have. Kind of a staple of my time is every month I look at what got added, and I get my tickets so that I can see all the wonderful musicians they have come through there. Yeah, so I think I'll finish up with a tune I wrote as well. This one's called Wednesday Waltz. Yeah, thank you all so much. I hope you have a great evening. Thank you all so much. Thanks for listening. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for coming. Again, if you can, take a look at the donation link that the ARC has posted. It really helps them out and it really helps me out. Anything you can give is really appreciated. And also check out all the shows that the ARC has going on. If you're new to this, they're kind of doing, I don't even know, a bunch every single week, and they've got the whole schedule up for August right now. A lot of really great people, so please check them out. I believe the next one might be on a Wednesday. I think the ARC can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, take care everyone, and thank you so much.